What's up? This is your host Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And have you noticed something new with this stream? Look at here, right? Do you see these virtual avatars? Actually, if you are watching this live, all you have to do is just scan the QR code on the top, and then you could actually create these virtual avatar and see yourself in this live stream. Okay. With these virtual avatars, what I can do in the future is that I can play games with these avatars, right? Look at this, right? I'm now, accidentally creating a lot of avatars, but let me cancel some of these avatars. But what I'm planning to do with these avatars is that actually on the stream, we can play games with these avatars. So what it means is that in the future, if I want to, host giveaways, if I want to do some sort of engagement stuff, I can do this with these avatars, right? So without further ado, guys, definitely go scan that QR code, because when you create the avatar or when you create this virtual avatar, you will see it in the stream. Okay, so I just bought stream avatars, so these are called stream avatar, and I will start incorporating it in my live stream. Okay, so what you do is that in the link description below, there is a link where it goes to this stream avatar, and if you press the link, what it will do is that it will bring you to my website. And this is my website, and what you have to do is that you can click stream avatar, and then after clicking into stream avatar, it will ask you to sign in with Google account, because it will have to look at your YouTube account in order to help you. Like for example, if you type a comment on YouTube, you could actually test this with me, right? If you type a comment on YouTube, your avatar will be saying the same comment, and you can actually dress up your avatar using this, right? So definitely check this out. I think this is new, and my streams are not very frequent. It's not very consistent in terms of the timing, so not a lot of people know I'm doing this live stream with a live avatar. But if you're watching this, guys, scan that QR code and create a avatar. It'll be amazing to share this with you, because in the future, I think on Friday, I'm doing a whitelist giveaway. So I have a first whitelist, which is Nanoverse phase 2, which is also a project that is pretty much discussed. And I'm very thankful to Mayuki. She is able to give me one of these whitelists to give away. So I'm thinking of doing using virtual avatars to do this giveaway, right? I'm also going to do a video about the phase 2 to talk about what it is about. I'm going to do some research on it, and then I'm going to do it as a gesture of appreciation for these whitelist spots, right? And also I have this in my transparent section for if you're new to this channel. I'm trying to give back to the community with these whitelists and stuff like that, and also be very transparent. So without further ado, let's look at the markets today. So if you wake up, wiki, the market basically plumped today, right? And there's a reason why it pumped. So during the weekend, it was kind of dumping, right? Sunday was dumping because of all of this news of the protests in China about the COVID lockdowns and stuff like that. People were nervous. And then what happened was that, China said it would host a COVID press briefing at 3 p.m., which already passed 5 hours already, right? When this news came out, what happened is that the market basically just pumped, right? Because they were anticipating that someone was spreading some sort of rumor saying that, there will no longer be any lockdowns and stuff like that. But it seems like that is not true. But we are going to share about, what happened, right? So I think this could be our news of the day, about China and what did they announce, right? So what did China announce, right? So China says 65.8% of people aged 80 has received a booster shot, up from 40% as of November 11, right? So Health Authority also announced a new push to get elderly population further vaccinated against COVID-19. So one thing that we can see is that these lockdowns are kind of created because China is afraid of the older population, right? And also because of the medical infrastructure, right? Not because China is a huge space. There's a lot of places that are maybe not as advanced, and therefore they will if COVID does break out, it could cause a huge issue. So I see someone live watching. Welcome. If you want to create a virtual avatar, scan that QR code and your virtual avatar will show up here. Just doing this that in the future we can do some sort of live giveaways and fun stuff like that. So anyways, when asked in English whether China is reconsidering its COVID policy after the protests, an official simply said they have been monitoring the virus development without further elaboration, right? So no updates in the sense that they're not gonna slow down the lockdown. I mean, the lockdown is still gonna happen, but they're saying that these vaccination rates are good, right? So does that mean when there's more people vaccinated, these lockdown or these type of quarantine things measures will go lower? We do not know, right? We'll have to see, right? So anyways, moving on to other traditional news. If you look at this, look at traditional markets. We kind of talked about the vaccination progress about China, but in general, I think, the global market isn't good, right? There's a lot of pessimism in the market, right? We still have the war ongoing, but it is because of this China COVID policy takes center stage thing. Asia market was able to pump up, right? And then Europe is kind of like green as well, right? Because now, a lot of YouTubers is gonna say, oh, this is like a short squeeze, yada yada. But it seems like crypto right now is trading more in correlation with regards to global policies, right? With regards to the lockdown in China. So one way for you to really kind of see this, right? To really understand how to trade this is narrative, right? What people are doing, okay? So it seems that for some reason, there's a star on my virtual avatar thing. So if you have a virtual avatar and you jump, you can collect these stars and you can collect points. So there's a lot of potentials what we can do with these virtual avatar, and hopefully I can give back the tokens to you guys, the viewers. But if you cannot watch this live, it's also fine. Maybe when I do the giveaways, I could find a way that the timing is good for everyone, so that it will be more engaging and then it will be more fun. So you basically earn that reward, like the whitelist or whatever, instead of just a raffle, right? Because participating is always good, right? So anyways, traditional news, nothing really much here that would shake the market for today. We do have the consumer confidence in the US that will come out in a few hours time. But one of the biggest challenges would be Thursday, right? We'll see whether the markets will fund one of these index. Sometimes it does, right? So if we go to a traditional market, we kind of mentioned it already. If we go to cryptocurrency market, right? Let's go to crypto market. If we go to crypto market, the crypto market right now is 838 billion, which is a 2.25% increase. Bitcoin is now 16,493, Ethereum 1,215. So it kind of rallied up because of the policy in China, the COVID policy in China. And in stable coins, it kind of dipped a bit right now. So right now it's still, I think, dipped. So basically it means that money has moved from stable into crypto because of that rally, right? But still, we do see a small uptick, right? So compared to a few days, more and more people actually brought stables, right? Money went into stables, right? So in terms of cryptocurrency news, there is more negative news than positive news. The first thing we definitely know is that BlockFi, one of the biggest news today is that they have officially filed the bankruptcy, Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the US. Before they were gonna be bailed out by FTX, but unfortunately, with what is happening with FTX, they are not being bailed out. So you have this happening. And then you look at this BlockFi. I'm not sure there's gonna be a contagion event, but there is definitely gonna be some effect to the market, because BlockFi currently has 100,000 more creditors, 1 to 10 billion in liabilities and 1 to 10 billion in asset, right? And the crypto market cap is around 800 billion. So this is not a small number. This is a big number, okay? So there would be some sort of contagion event. And even, creditors include the SEC for 30 million, right? So we are just at the beginning. Don't let this green rally fool you. There is still a lot way to go in terms of the downward movement. And then the next, right? John Brown said a few potential large Bitcoin supply unlocks are pending, right? So when Bitcoin unlocks and when people sell Bitcoin, what will happen is that it drives the whole market down with it, right? Because Bitcoin is like the leader, and then because of these trading pairs, all the other tokens would, if Bitcoin dumps a little bit, all the other altcoins will dump even higher, right? So that's the logic behind this. So you have the Mt. Gox Bitcoin, which is 142,000, and then a BFX hack recovery 104, a Silk Road hack auction 50,000, and then the GBTC redemption. So this is the potential GBTC redemption, right? Whether if they're gonna dissolve the GBTC, but there's no anything solid right now, which is 634. So according to John Brown, these might be the last opportunity for large players to buy and sell, right? So whether these will come to the retail market or whether it will dump the market, we'll have to see, right? But it does shows that, these crypto, there is still some black swan event waiting to happen. It is possible, right? But at the same time, there's something positive, right? Fidelity offers, officially launches Bitcoin and crypto trading services to 40 million clients. So mainstream adoption is here. Next one, but it's also negative as well, which is actually, I was gonna share this right after this one, which is according to Will Clemente, Bitcoin miners have been selling relatively aggressively, right? Combined with the hash rate decline and thus today's hash ribbon bearish cross, this indicates we are indeed in a period of minor capitulations. So what happened is that, miners right now are selling aggressively, okay? Because it's not profitable running these Bitcoin rigs, right? So at the same time, something positive in terms of like adoption, I would say. So what happened is that Huobi, has an announcement saying that they're issuing the first national token DMC by Tron Huobi DMC Labs with Dominica government endorsement, right? So what they did is that Huobi has partnered with Tron Network and DMC Lab to jointly launch the world's first national token Dominica coin under the authorization and the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica. The parties involved here will roll out a DID, which is like kind of like an ID that is registered on a blockchain, right? So there will be a token. This is a national token, and then at the same time, this token will be issued in Huobi, and then they will airdrop the tokens to enable the DID application to each registered user. So it's interesting to see how Commonwealth of Dominica, referred as Dominica, is a island nation in the Caribbean, is working with cryptocurrency companies to issue tokens for themselves, right? So this DMC will be used to build the Metaverse as a base token and privileges in the Metaverse. I wonder there's gonna be any sort of benefits when it comes to also there's gonna be benefits to getting like passports and stuff like that. And also, I'm interested to see whether there'll be some sort of benefits if people want to do business over there, right? But anyways, moving to NFT news. So NFT news, we look at this LFG news. Keith Gosman accepted the role of president at MoonPay and will leave time. So we kind of mentioned this. I didn't mention it yesterday, but I retweeted it on Twitter. So definitely follow me on Non-Fungible TC if you want to get the most timely updates. But I think one of the interesting news that came out today was Artifact, right? So what happened is that Artifact has announced more details on the project Animus, right? So Animus is kind of like a secondary collection to the CloneX collection where each CloneX could mint one of these eggs. So these eggs will come up with a creature that kind of looks like a, what's it called? A Dakota that you see in the other side, right? So they have announced the mint date and time. So what will happen is that the Experience 1, 29, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So this is happening actually today in Eastern Time. Experience 2, this will happen in the 30th, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, right? So there is an event related to this egg drop, and people are actually quite excited about it as well, right? It's kind of like a companion for the CloneX avatars, right? But another interesting news, Yuga Labs, right? So Scott plus Scott. So Yuga Labs NFTs has been rallying for quite some time, but it seems like they are under the radar of authorities or legal firms, right? Scott plus Scott, a consumer rights litigation firm, is investigating whether the leading Web3 company Yuga Labs violated federal security laws. The firm is also seeing if certain of its officers, director, promoters, and corporate insiders have played a part in this. So let's look at this case, right? So the firm is publishing the Yuga Labs case, stating the value of the Yuga asset decreased substantially since its launch. It outlines the biggest project the Web3 company had released, and they are trying to kind of do some investigation, right? What does it mean, right? Is there gonna be suits and stuff like that? We still have to wait and see, right? So this is just an investigation. To kind of wrap up, that's it for today, guys. If you are watching this afterwards, definitely check out these virtual avatars. Hope you can join me in these live stream. So that will be more interactive and more fun. I always think of ways to improve these streams, even though maybe no one is watching. But I always think that Web3 to a certain extent will kind of spoil where you have like alpha bots and stuff like that where you can one-click join a raffle for whitelists. But why not make the whole process fun and encourage a participation and maybe just learn while you have fun as well and win a whitelist, right? So that's it, guys. This is your host Non-Fungible TC signing out.